boom, we're gonna get straight into the topic, yeah. And the topic is why going out is a waste of time for men, right? I've talked about this like a few times on this channel, right? And also I do security at nightclubs as well, so I have a good scope of nightclubs. And obviously when I was younger, I used to go partying a lot, house parties and clubs and raves. I used to go into a lot of nightclubs underage as well. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this from when I was like 13. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm talking about. And like this subject makes me remember that I used to work with this guy, right? And he told me a story of how he went out 3 nights in a row. Yeah, 3 nights in a row, and he didn't get no success, bruv. Like, he was just failing with these girls, yeah. And I'll say this, he's a good-looking black dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets black girls, white girls, yeah. But in this instance, he was like, yo, like King Richez, like, I can't believe it. Like, I've gone out 3 times in a row. I didn't get nothing, like nowhere, fam. And this had me thinking at that time that, bro, like nightclubs really don't work for men like that. It is more in favor of women in a sense. So I want to get Catherine's point of view on this. Like, do you think nightclubs are worth it for men? Because I'm going to detail the reasons why I don't think it works.
Worth it as in to get women, or
just to go in general? Like, is it worth men really like getting in the activity of going to nightclubs regularly? Do you think it's worth it?
No, like I think the key word, because you said regularly, I don't think it's worth it. Like, if your week, your working week is built up to you going out on the weekend, and that's how you approach clubbing, I think that's dumb. That's very stupid. Like, to have that as a priority of something that you need to do, because 9 times out of 10, when guys go clubbing, they spend more money than girls do. When girls go out clubbing, so I think girls can kind of go out more and just have fun with their friends and just kind of chill and relax and not like break the bank. Whereas when guys go clubbing, there's obviously a lot more pressure on them to flex and stuff. So I suppose from that point of view, no. But I think like as a good vibe or just to go out, like, it's neither something that is a waste of time or not a waste of time. I think it's just like your motive. If you're going there to get girls, yeah, that's definitely a waste of time.
Most of the time, guys go out, they're going out to get girls. When they go to nightclubs, it's usually to get girls.
I think the reason why I think it's a waste of time for men to go out clubbing to get girls is because I think a lot of girls, they think that there's a stigma. Well, there's a stigma for guys that meet girls in clubs, and girls are aware of this stigma. So I don't think any girl is going out to look for, unless she's looking for something just for that night. I don't think many girls are going out looking for guys. So if a guy approached me in a club, for example, I wouldn't think he's serious, and I probably wouldn't give him my number. I probably wouldn't engage. So I think that's why there's like an issue. Because if you're saying that your friend is a good looking black guy that goes out regularly, but he still can't get girls, it's probably just because the girls that he's trying to talk to don't want to be, they're not down. Like, they're not down for a one night stand. They probably want something more serious, and then they're not going to find that in a club.
I'll say this, like, for him in that instance, it's not a thing of like every time he goes out he don't get no play, but it was just that one time that he was like, he was desert in it. Like, he hadn't had no, like, you know, box for a while. So he's like, boom, I'm on a mission, innit? Yeah. And he went out for these 3 nights in a row and got 0. Do you know what I mean? And it had him thinking, it had me thinking. I was like, bro, like, is this even worth it, bro? Because for me personally, I would say that most of my successes with females have been just like meeting girls in real life. Like, it's just outside of clubs, outside of online dating apps. Like, it's just real life. I think I won't say I've never had success from going out. I have. Do you know what I mean? I've had one night stands and all of that stuff, but like, in general, the vast majority, I would say like 85% of my success with females, when I've gone all the way, has been meeting girls in real life, just whether it's the gym, just at a bus stop, do you know what I mean? Wherever it is, like, do you know what I mean? So
I think the thing with girls is, like, even if a girl knows she's going to get into something with a guy that's not serious or not leading anywhere, they can't actively know that they're doing that, or they can't be honest enough with themselves to say that that is what they're doing. So I think that when you meet a girl in public, or you just meet her on the street, or you just meet her like in a neutral setting that's not a club or not a dating app, it takes away the element of, I knew what I was getting myself into. Like, I'm not saying that's why all women like don't like reject guys in clubs or whatever, but I think that that might be an element of just not wanting to be so overtly obvious that maybe you're not down for something that's like serious or like long term, if that makes sense. And I think that there you can then put the responsibility back on the guy, like, oh, if I met him in Tesco, or because if I met a guy in a club and then I told my friends, oh, it didn't work out, they're gonna say, of course it didn't work out, you met him in a club, like of course. So I think like us women, we like to take away that element of, we know 100% what we're getting into, even if we know subconsciously, do you know what I mean? But like you can't face that. Like I wouldn't talk to a guy from a club for that exact reason.
Yeah, so you were saying that girls, when they're in the club, they're just there more time to just have fun and be with their friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So why is it that they dress the most provocatively when they go to the club?
More times girls compete with other girls, like, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying that there's no element of like male attention that is wanted or sought after when girls dress a certain way, but if I was to be polite or to like default to like a more reasonable explanation, more girls want to impress other girls than they do actually want to impress guys. That's facts. And a lot of girls
but wouldn't you say that like if you, yeah, that's all. I agree with you that girls are competing with other girls 100%, yeah, but really and truly, subconsciously, whether you think of it on the surface or not, you are basically competing to see who the baddest bee is and who's getting the most attention. Because let's keep it real, females, you know, you lot love attention, male attention. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman is dressed very provocatively, by default, you are going to get a lot of male attention. And if you are going to a venue where you know guys are actively hunting, you know 100%, the reason why you lot can get in free and these guys are paying 25 to 50 pounds to go in there is because these guys want to go in a venue where they know the girls are looking the most provocative they're going to, yeah, and these guys are going to have opportunity to chat to them. So when girls say that they, you know, they're just competing and guys don't come into it, I kind of think that's not really, you're not really seeing the scope, like, you know what I mean?
I don't think guys don't come into it at all. That's what I said. But I don't think it's as much to do with you as you may think, like as a guy. Like, I don't think that's, I've never put on an outfit, no matter how revealing it is, and thought to myself, yeah, I can't wait for all the male attention I'm going to get tonight. Because as a woman, you have to remember, we get attention on a bad day. We get attention in joggers and no makeup. So if I want to dress up, it's not like, especially in this day and age, it's not necessarily just to attract like men's attention, because we get it anyway.
All right, let's get into some of the reasons why I don't think that nightclubs work for guys. Yeah. All right. Number one, yeah, the money aspect. Right. Big up Morosa man as well. Yeah, big up Morosa man. Yeah. But I like you mentioned as well, and I want to ask you a question after, yeah, because think about it. When a guy goes to a nightclub, well, a guy like me or the friends I have, yeah, you have to consider, most of the time, most guys buy a new outfit when they know they're going out. You know, guys can't get away with buying a £10 outfit, whereas girls can go buy a boho dress, or, you know, I don't know, bruv, like Forever 21 dress, £15. Boom, like she's good to go, bruv. You know, some sandals, £5 sandals, yeah, she's good to go. And fake costume jewelry, bruv. If I wear fake costume jewelry, people are gonna be like, oh, is that chain real? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get away with that. And it's such an imbalance, bruv. Because think about it, yeah, guy buy a whole brand new outfit, yeah, and you know, a lot, especially black guys, you know, we're stuck on buying Italian brands and that, yeah. And then next thing, we're overcharged to get in the venue. Yeah. Obviously, then when we buy drinks for ourselves, the drinks are extortionately priced. Then a lot of times when you are approaching a female in the club, you have to buy her a drink before she will talk to you. Me personally, I've never really been the guy to spend peas in a club, because basically when I was younger, I didn't have peas. I didn't have money anyway. I was just happy to be in there more time. But even now, like with having money, I just don't see the point of buying a stranger a drink, especially if after that drink she might just walk off or give her drink to some guy that she really likes. And I know that stuff happens because I've been that guy. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think about that?
That's the only reason why that happens is because that's actually the dynamic between men and women in general. Like and it applies in every scenario. So like if you were to meet a girl for a date outside of a club, you'd most likely pay. Most likely.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, but then you don't have any guarantee that the girl's being loyal to you, or she's not been on like 10 dates that day. Like you don't know. Like everything's a gamble.
Yeah, but even if you're sleeping with the girl, you still don't know if the girl's gone on dates or slept with 10 people that day. So that's irrelevant.
But then the reason why clubbing is pointless is because men place too much. They put too much money for something that has very little probability, like low yield or whatever. Like if you're gonna go to a club, because I know a guy that when he was growing up, he said that he's never tasted alcohol in his life, but if you go through his like Instagram pictures, you'll see bottles of like him like this, and it was all girls
capping.
Just like, and then he had the money for it. It wasn't so much that, it was just he wanted to portray a lifestyle that he wasn't necessarily living, but he wanted to show that he had money of sorts. But when it actually came time for him, when he met his wife, all of that completely was like against him, and it just didn't work in his favor. So now when he actually found somebody he wanted to settle down with, he had to like shake that image. So a lot of guys that do go out to clubs and they want to take pictures with gold bottles and do all this and do all that and just spend stupid money in a club. If you actually meet a girl that you think is decent and you want to settle down with, she's probably not going to be impressed by your footage or your Instagram feed just being you with bare bottles. Like you look childish and you look stupid. And especially when like guys go clubbing week in, week out, and you know that you spending hundreds, if not grands in a club, does not bring you guarantee of getting any girl.
Exactly.
Like you can get one. So why would you then go back the next week? That's why I think it's stupid.
Like I've seen in the club what guys that, you know, some guys, they don't even approach girls. They're just looking at girls because they probably don't have the confidence to speak to them. So what happens is these guys, they're wearing all their designer clothes. They don't have no social skills, or they're too scared to talk to the girls they like. And then they end up just buying drink after drink after drink, just getting drunk, thinking they're going to get confidence, that fake alcohol confidence. And then that's it. So they just wasted their whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's a big waste of time, you know, and there's no guarantee, like, do you know what I mean? Like, so you're just throwing money out there hoping something good will happen. Me personally, listen, this is no lies, yeah. I've gone to clubs before wearing Top Man jeans. If you're from the UK, you know Top Man, yeah. Top Man and Top Shop, yeah. I've gone wearing Top Man jeans, Primark white t-shirt, yeah. Air Max 95s, yeah. Gold chain, gone to a club, picked up girls, fine girls, not she's all right, no, nice looking girls, bro. Then I see guys you know, with their backs against the wall, wearing all their drip, yeah, and then they ain't getting nothing, and they're looking at me like, how is he doing this? And I'm like looking at you like, you wasting your time. You have this all messed up. You think wasting all your money and buying all them drinks at the bar is gonna make you the guy?
So how do you up then?
Huh?
You don't subscribe to like the typical sort of like wearing like loads of drip or like spending loads of money in a club. Like, what do you think makes you successful with women then in a club if it's not these things? Because obviously,
I think number one, yeah, I've self-improved on myself to the point where I don't need those things to validate me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my own perception of myself in my head that nobody can shake. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a point where if I'm only gonna move to girls that I really like as well. Number one, I'm not gonna waste my time talking to girls that you know, I don't really know, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna do that. And like, more time than not, because I've worked on my social skills to a certain degree, I can talk and make people feel comfortable. I can build rapport quite easily. Plus, I have an eye to see when somebody's not interested, and I don't waste my time on somebody that's not interested. That's another thing that a lot of guys do, especially when they're under the influence of alcohol. You'll be talking to a girl that's not interested in you. She's showing you signs, but because you're wasted, you think like it's silly. Like, it's not. To be honest with you, yeah, I've had success in the club, but as I said, majority of my success with females has been outside of there. Do you get what I'm saying? So
your thought process is that men should spend more time developing themselves,
yep.
And then if they do end up going to a club, you're more likely to be able to get girls or pull girls or whatever. Because no, not that that's if that's the reason why you're going out. Let's just say, for example, because you worked on yourself holistically, when you can be in a library and get a girl, you can be in a club and get a girl. But like, the point is, don't go to clubs to find women.
Yes, yes, that's, you said it. Even you said it on point. Like, I could go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about, oh, I'm targeting a club. I can go anywhere, bro. I could be, I've done it. I've been in the library, picked up a girl. I've been in the gym, picked up a girl. I've just been on the street, seen a girl at a bus stop, walked up to her, got, bro, I've done this thing. Like, a lot of guys think going to the club because it's like, it, like on the surface, it looks like it makes sense. Like, oh yeah, the girls are there, everyone's drinking, it's easy. No,